Hey, we back at it again. We know y'all miss us. We miss y'all too, man. It's your boy, Dark Wing Daryl, man. Yard again. Sanchez, South Carolina, Pines, Auburn, kind of old man. Darth Vader Daryl, Dark Side of Daryl, Yard, you know, all that other good stuff, man. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it to my other boy on the other side, man. You know, he got that, he an Atlanta Braves fan. You know, he got that special A hat on his head. They got lowercase A. I ain't never seen a lowercase A hat, man, but go ahead, man. No.
It's your boy Mike, man, aka Booba Choke Show. Hey man, I never seen somebody hate on having a hat. See, he don't listen to all the modestly speaking fans out there. He doesn't know anything about baseball. This is the Braves new city edition hat. He upset because he ain't got one. You know what I'm saying? This is the new light blue and blue. He can't rock nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this my regular hand friends taking right there with that A and just draw a circle around on the man. Hey, why you turning, man?
Turn my hat back, man.
Hey, man, with that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and get right into, man, NBA playoffs, man. You know, over the past weekend, you know, New York, they did the sweep. OKC did the sweep last night. So, they're just sitting and waiting on, you know, San Antonio and Minnesota to fight it out. And then waiting on Cleveland and Detroit, you know, finish their part. So they got about another 2 games. I said they got like maybe 3 more games, like 3 or 4 days rest. They giving New York a whole lot of rest. They giving OKC a whole lot of rest. So it's going to be a great to see, you know, who comes out in the West and who comes out in the East, you know, as far as those 2 finals go. And so far, man, I'm liking all the games so far. What about you, man?
I mean, you know, it's a shout out to New York Knicks fans out there. They went to the Philadelphia and they turned the Spectrum into the Madison Square Garden, but that was a workmanlike what they did to them. They didn't play around with them. They swept them. Same thing OKC.
Yep.
For OKC, it might be more pivotal to get more rest because Jalen Williams can rest his hamstring up some more.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can come back for the West Conference Finals.
Yeah.
You got to realize OKC doing this without their second best player, and that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
New York, the only scary part about New York, I'm thinking is gonna hurt them. Everybody knowing playoffs, we talk about this since we had this podcast, and we talk about it off the pot. It's the team who gets hot, and New York has got hot at the right time. Because go back to the Atlanta series.
Yeah,
it was dicey for a minute. Stephen A. Smith was like, "Hey man, New York might can get beat," but guess what? They blew Atlanta out 3 straight games, then came back and blew Philadelphia out, and they blew them out the water 4 games. The only thing I'm scared about them is they might have too much rest and they have rust. That's the only thing I'm scared about them. KC is used to this. They used to beating people 4-0 and sweeping people and having rest. They know how to do this. New York a little different, but it looked like a collision course to me personally. The way the Knicks playing and the way OKC playing is, there might be the 2 teams in the finals. It might be. But, you know, but like I say, I'm not taking them from San Antonio because I seen Vessel say that they need a mad Wnba in Game 5 because everybody knows pivotal Game 5 is the pivotal game. So I believe wholeheartedly Minnesota wins Game 5. San Antonio wins Game 5. The Detroit Cleveland series, I don't know.
And both of those series gonna go either 7 games, man. To me, because back and forth the way they're going, man. San Antonio, Minnesota.
San Antonio can win. San Antonio, if Wemby didn't get thrown out of that game, they win. They win. He's that pivotal. So I think San Antonio is in the driver's seat because they still have home court.
Yeah.
Detroit, Cleveland, I think is a coin toss. I really do. And I think by them playing 7 games, if it goes 7 games, that's going to even be more detrimental to either one of them because they're going to be tired.
You know what, man? And when you saying that, since you're saying that about the San Antonio Minnesota game, man, I really believe that the game going 7, bro. To be honest with you. Now,
I don't see it.
The reason why I say because Minnesota done been there before. They've been in 2 Western Conference Finals. Hey, man, Gobert playing out of his mind, man. For some reason, I don't know what he doing.
Well, he playing against his counterpart from France.
Yeah, but even when you Joker, he made Joker work, man. Everybody was saying, hey,
how many times has Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year?
4 times.
And people, I know he getting tired of people saying he's sorry, he's trash.
Yeah.
You can't be trash winning the NBA Defensive Year 4 times.
Yeah.
I don't care how he might not be the greatest offensive scorer. We get
exactly.
It. But he's the modern day version of Mutombo. That's what he is.
Exactly.
He's our modern day version of Mutombo. Mutombo wasn't a great scorer, but Mutombo would get your Mutombo had one job. You block shots and you rebound. That's your job. That's his job. His job ain't to score. His job is to put back dunks, get rebounds. But people want to rag on Gobert all the time.
Yeah.
I take a Gobert any day of the week.
Any day. I mean, I take a Gobert over 8, and then
Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. He has now I'm not being funny, but DeAndre Ayton has an $8 million option next year. If I'm the Lakers, I go ahead and tell him, look, hey, you go ahead and pack your stuff. We can go get a center in the G League can catch the ball and play better than DeAndre Ayton.
man, he
I
got
don't know.
butterfingers, bro. He can't.
I don't know what happened between the Phoenix DeAndre Ayton when they was in the finals against
Yeah.
Milwaukee
Yeah.
to now. I don't understand.
He got butterfingers, but he can't ever. Bro, I'm like, bro, like, what is you doing?
LeBron would drop. Now, now I'm not a LeBron fan, but
Yeah.
LeBron was dropping off dimes and either bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, and as a player, you probably looking at it like, you mother.
Hey, man, you know it was bad when JJ Redick, man, I can't play. They put my man in. What's
The light skinned dude.
yeah, Jason Jackson. Yeah, they put
Yeah.
Hayes in there.
Yeah.
And he did good that night. He had like 18, 19 points that night.
Well, like I say, I think next year Ayton, he has an option. I don't think they're gonna pick up his option.
They ain't gonna do.
Is LeBron going to retire or come back? That's the biggest question.
That's
We
the
don't
biggest
know.
thing. Yeah.
But I feel like for me personally, how I feel about him as being this GOAT, whatever, I gotta take it out of the way. They should give him the time to go with his family, relax, and to figure out what he want to do. If he want to have this last hurrah.
Yeah.
But even if he don't come back to LA, I got a feeling he still got a lot left in the tank. He might go to another team to try to. I mean, at this point, he's chasing the ring. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
In the early part of his career, I can, he was trying to.
Yeah.
He's winning, but now it's about winning championships. And LA is going to build around Luka. We already know that.
And AR, Luka and AR, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see how that play out, man. But we'll see.
Yeah, and like I said, Detroit and Cleveland, they're back and forth. And shout out to man, Tobias, man. Tobias been showing out in the last couple of games, man. Harris, he been averaging 20 points a game in the last, I think 4 games, man. Because at first they're like, man, where is he at? And he's been stepping up.
Same thing I was saying.
Yeah,
Detroit is not going to go.
You did say that. Yeah.
Detroit is not going to. You can't beat teams with one player. Jalen Duren had a great regular season. He had a great regular season. I don't know what happened to the postseason. He hasn't looked the same. But all I know is Jalen Duren. If Cade Cunningham not scoring, who was going to score for Detroit? That's their biggest issue. So this is why I say I wouldn't be shocked if Cleveland beat them. I wouldn't be shocked. Cleveland got more scores than Detroit did, in my opinion. But Detroit played better defense. But it's going to be a great series either way. So, well, if you ain't making that money, you can go ahead and turn to the WNBA because I definitely watched a couple of them games Saturday. And I seen Caitlin Clark and them, they fell short against the Dallas, Mystic, Wings, Dallas Wings. And then I definitely saw Aja Wilson them get their rings and then get Mercury. Mercury came down there like that, and Mercury stormed on them. They beat them by 30-some points after they get their rings. Toronto expansion team, the Tempo, they got beat by 1 or 2 points in the late. They tried. Portland Fire is the other new team. They got beat, but they came back down 17 to tie the game to only get beat. Angel Reese and them Atlanta Dream, they won their first game. That's the one from she was at Notre Dame when she graduated. Okay, yeah. Hey, but like I say, for me personally, we don't get on here and advocate for the WNBA just to be talking about it. We really watch these games because Minnesota, old girl gonna be out until I think she's gonna miss the first month of the season. What's at least yeah. So yeah, her ankle and stuff, like I say, and but to me, you getting all these teams in there, Portland Fire, Golden State got their team last year. Tempo is Toronto. To me, it feel like it's things you can watch and it, I can't wait to just watch this. Yeah, it is. I can't stand guys talking about it's boring. There's no dunking. This that. Listen, they play fundamental basketball, but that's why they expanded there because it's a lot of kids, a lot of young ladies in college that they had so many little bit of teams. Your roster can only be for so much, so that's why they expanded because guess what? You got better talent. So, and I feel like I hope Charlotte can get their team back. I hope. Now next year, the Connecticut Suns are moving down to Houston. They're gonna be the Comets again. They'll be the Comets. So hopefully, by the time WNBA go around in another year or two, they might want to put 2 more teams and hope Charlotte can get a team again. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I think they can rest their bodies now because to me the girls was killing themselves playing over here. They had to go over there, and I get they need the money, but now hopefully they stabilize it. They make the money over here. They can still with the Brittany Griner thing and all that. So no, so. But let me backtrack a little bit. This past Sunday we had the NBA lottery. Washington got awarded the #1 pick. Utah got #2. The #3 pick is going to Memphis Grizzlies, and #4, Chicago got the 4th pick, and Clippers got the 5th pick. Clippers got the Indiana Pacers pick. Charlotte's picking 14. But I had made a post the other day as a Charlotte. We are based out of Charlotte. I had made a post. Would you take the 14th pick and the 18th pick and package them up to try to move into the top 5? Daryl, you can say that because what they're saying this is a deep draft. A team like Memphis is #3. One player is not going to turn their franchise around. But I'm looking at it from a Charlotte standpoint. If you can get on the 14th or 18th pick and even give them your first pick next year, you're going to get 2 players this year and you'll get our pick and your pick next year. Charlotte can move up to go get Caleb Wilson. To me, this is what I have said, and I done heard now, watching TV the last couple of days, I even heard Jay Williams say this. I heard abundance of people saying this. If you had to take somebody right now, you take Caleb Wilson. Not even AJ Abanston, not even Peterson, not even Boozer. When I say, and when I'm gonna throw a comparison out there, I hate doing comparison because they don't live up to him. But Caleb Wilson to me look like a young Garnett. He like a young Garnett. But listen, if you get an 80% Garnett from this kid, you done hit gold. And just for Charlotte alone, just close your eyes and just imagine LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Con Knuppel, Caleb Wilson at the 4, and Diabate at the 5, and then you bring Bridges and what's my man from Chicago we got with the hell Cody White. You bring Cody White and Brandon and you bring Cody White and you bring Miles Bridges off the bench along with some of the other pieces that you got off the bench. One thing Caleb Wilson gonna do is a little different. He's taller than Miles. He's 6'10". I don't really want to get rid of Miles, but I'm saying he's 6'10". He blocks shots. He defends. He runs the floor. He steals. He can lead your fast break. Oh, another thing they did today too. I'm sorry. They were doing the height. So Boozer came back at 6'8". But now, when they playing the Duke, he's 6'10". The dude, Lunenberg from Michigan, he's 6'8 3/4. He's not 6'10 like they said. AJ Master, he came out at 6'8". 6'7", no, 6'7", I'm sorry, 6'7". Because they made them take the shoes off at the combine. Caleb Wilson came out at 6'9 3/4, almost a 6'10". He the tallest one out of the ones that they were saying. So his measurables are legit than what they said. And all the other guys was getting, in college, they give you 2-3 inches on anything. So, but my thing is, Caleb Wilson to me, is he a finished product? No, don't get it twisted. AJ Master got the most potential. Him and Peterson had the most star potential. But if you need a piece to plug in your team right now, and if I'm Charlotte Hornets and we trying to take that next step, you go get a 6'10". And you gotta understand, we took 4 picks last year. 4 picks. We took Sion James, Con Knuppel, Programmer, and we took Liam McNeely. You don't need to take 2 more picks. You don't need 2 more picks. So you're saying you got to have somebody in a small market to bring the people in. Well, what they gonna have then? Yeah, Chicago got the 4th and the Clippers got the 5th pick. But see, I feel like if you're gonna get Caleb, you got to get into the 3rd spot. That's why I just keep saying Memphis. I feel like 1-2 gonna be age. I feel like now I'm not. Somebody can throw a curveball that night and say Caleb Wilson going top 2. But I feel like personally it's gonna be Caleb Wilson. It's gonna be AJ Bouncer and Peterson. Hey, Mr. George texted me on the low and say he wouldn't be surprised he go #1 too. Listen, I know everybody see AJ Master and Peterson. I understand that. If you haven't watched pull-up tape of Caleb Wilson, just pull up that game against Duke the first time they played Duke this year in Carolina and watch about 5 or 6 minutes how he was doing Boozer. He was punishing Boozer. It reminded me of Rasheed Wallace when Rasheed Wallace was playing against Joe Smith. When Joe Smith was the man of man. That's what it looked like to me. He was punishing him, man. And like I say, I'm not a Tar Heel man. You know I'm not a Tar Heel fan. But when I see talent and I love that kind of, he's a talented kid. So I will hope Charlotte, I'm just praying that Charlotte would do something like that. Say, hey, go ahead and get rid of these 2 picks and mortgage the picks for next year and give them and Memphis might take that. And if Peterson and AJ Master go 1-2, Caleb Wilson right there 3. He right there for you. See, I don't need an A cuff. I mean, much as I love A cuff, you got Cody White there. We don't need an A cuff. We need because what Charlotte got beat on in the end of the year, inside, we need an inside presence. We need a presence. So my thing is, don't get me wrong, Caleb is not a big guy, but he can get strong over the years. He can put on muscle. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see him being a star. Really can, but the way I looked at the draft and the way the mock draft was going, they got him projected going like 6 to Sacramento. Don't nobody want to go out. I mean, I'm not talking about nobody right now, but that organization is so messed up out there. Yeah, I mean, when you go out there, you just saying to yourself, let me get my 2-3 years in, and then after that, I'm not gonna re-sign back. I just go ahead and tell them, I'm not gonna re-sign back with y'all. I want to go ahead and hit the market and find me someone now. I mean, you get your money, but it's like you go out there like look at DeRozan and look at DeRozan and what's the light skin, the one who did all the dunk contest, Zach LaVine. You don't even know they out there because it's like they don't really care. Man, go ahead, man. Yeah, I feel sorry for Brandon Clark because when he first came in the league with Memphis, he was jumping and dunking. He came out of Gonzaga, if anybody know him. And for the last 3 years, he really ain't even been on the court. But so it's I'm just wondering, when I saw him 29 years old, this guy in great shape and this, that, and the other, Aaron alluded to him. They say it might be overdose. Is it something mental? Because he just got in trouble a month or two ago and whatever the case may be. But that's why I say, even in the NBA, it doesn't matter if you're in the NBA making all these millions of dollars or you're a regular person working at Burger King or whatever. Check on people, man, because people can be going through things. And he hasn't been on the court in about 3 years, literally about 3 years. And we don't know what happened for somebody who's a multimillionaire. And if this is true, what that's telling you, he was searching for something. He was searching, and if he was taking something to ease the pain, but like I say, God bless his soul, man, and we'll miss him. And Jason Collins, he had brain tumor, and the sad part about it, I'm thinking about the first thing I saw that he got an identical twin brother. So I'm like, how is his brother holding up? That's the first thing that came to my mind. Your identical twin dies. I'm like, that's crazy. So no, it was trying to say he's the first openly gay guy. To me, this is what I look at. That's what sense that mean? The way the world is now, what sense he's the first openly gay guy? So what? He played in the NBA. How we know he's the first opening? He might miss some more. But what difference is like what you doing between your lines, between your work doesn't matter to me. I don't care what you do outside of your work. That's your private life. That's your private life. But shout out to Jason Collins. Jason Collins. And shout out to Brandon Clark family, man. And like I said, to all the new subscribers, man. I'm getting a lot of feedback from these questions I was asked in the morning about the singing and stuff. So I appreciate that. We got a lot of new subscribers. Hey, send us some information on what y'all want us to talk about, what y'all want us to put something. So like I say, the only way we're gonna get this platform up even bigger and bigger and what it wants to be is you gotta get feedback from you all. And tell somebody else, man, if you really liking what we're doing and we come home, we make you laugh a little bit, or you look at some of our old stuff before that YouTube and cut us off from making all the songs and stuff. Hey man, tell somebody, say, hey man, these little two guys here, they a trip. So tell somebody else. I really miss making them shorts. I really do. But under the guidelines of what we do now, we can't use music like we used to make videos. But like I said, we'll figure out. It's gonna be a particular day. We're gonna figure a loophole out about this, and we're gonna come back making more songs. Peace.